Hello, Gemini. My name is Jason Augustus Newcomb, and I'm going to be giving you a general reading based on the energies that are flowing through your sign in the month of June 2016. First of all, happy birthday, since your birthday has either just happened or is going to be happening relatively soon. So I hope that you're going to have a great birthday month. Now, I do have to warn you, the reading that I received for you is a little wonky this month, and I don't want to be negative about stuff, but it is an odd reading with quite a lot of unusual things. First of all, the system that I'm going to be using to do a reading is called Geomancy. It's also often called Terrestrial Astrology. I don't know why I said it like that. Terrestrial Astrology. And it is one of the oldest divination systems in the world, and it's often considered to be one of the more accurate divination systems because it asks for wisdom directly from the anima mundi, or soul of the world. So to begin with, we need four mother symbols. Boom, boom, boom. And this is where we start off immediately on kind of the wrong foot here. We start with the first symbol that comes up is Cauda Draconis. Now, a lot of medieval geomancers in Europe, and even some modern ones as well, would stop the reading there because Cauda Draconis is the symbol of endings, and so it's kind of an ill omen to begin with. However, there are a lot of geomancers that don't feel that way and feel like we should just read it as it is. There's many different interpretations for all the symbols, and so that's the school of thought that I fall into. So we're just going to take a look at it. The weird thing is, and I'm just going to throw the rest of them up there. There's the daughters, the nieces, the two witnesses, and the judge. Now we see Cauda Draconis actually coming up 5 times in the reading, including as the fourth niece. And so on the horoscope, we both begin and end with Cauda Draconis. So there's a lot of ending energy going on here. Now the thing is, endings aren't necessarily bad. That's the thing that I want you to put in your mind first of all. It's not necessarily a bad thing that things are coming to an end. It just means that one stage is coming to its close and another stage is beginning. It's kind of like the death card in tarot reading. It's not necessarily that something's going to die. It's just that something's going to change. There's something is discontinuing and something new is a potential possibility as a result of that. What's interesting, and I haven't really talked about this with the first 2 signs, but the judge, the last one, is actually Fortuna Major. Now, Fortuna Major, that means major fortune, major good luck, major good. This is a long-term success. So Fortuna Minor, which is this symbol here, that's a quick, short-term success. But Fortuna Major is a long-haul success. So to me, that's an indicator in the judge, which is the final say in here, that things are moving in a generally positive direction, although it seems like the road is going to be a little bit rocky, and there's a number of things that are going to have to be let go along the way, which also kind of brings to mind the idea of the Hanged Man tarot card, in which it's necessary for us to let go of some stuff in order for us to transcend to a new level. If you look at the 2 witnesses before the judge, those are those 2 symbols right before that last one. One of them is called carcer, which means caged or enclosed or imprisoned, and one of them is called emissio, which means things not going right. So we see that through imprisonment and then loss, there is the greater good fortune. So I feel like that's the ultimate message of this. Let's switch it over to the horoscope view now, and where you can see that what we see, Cauda Draconis is in the first house, which is yourself, which means that you and yourself are having some ending energy this month. The second house, which is the house of money, we see Carcer in there. Now Carcer, like I said, represents imprisonment. It represents sort of stagnation. It represents things being in a state of sort of stuckness or isolation or trappedness. And so what that tells me is that in your financial situation, not so much your career, I was about to say career, but in your financial situation, things are feeling a little bit stuck. Like they're not moving forward as much as you'd like. And so we see on either side of that, we see these 2 Cauda Draconis. It's necessary for you to change some stuff that you're doing in order for you to get to exactly where you want to go. Now, I'm not going to tell you what that thing is that you need to change exactly, because I don't I'm doing this reading for like, an indefinite number of people, but there's a sense that there's stagnation in your financial situation, or a sense of trappedness, and that is what needs to be transcended in order to move things towards that greater fortune that's hidden in the Judge. We see in your house of health, we see a missio. So there may also be some issues related to your health. A missio it represents things flowing away from us, or things moving. It represents loss, basically, and so it can in health, it can even be a positive thing if you are having something removed or taken away from you, like for instance, extracting a tooth or something along those lines. It can actually be a positive thing, but otherwise it represents sort of a little bit of something being taken away from one. So just be cautious, take care of yourself. That's really the important message there. Don't get too hung up on that. Just make sure that you're keeping proper care of your health. As far as your career goes, this is where things get interesting, because we see in the ninth house, which is your house of journeys and learning and philosophy and sort of moving into new directions in your life. We see Caput Draconis, right? Which is the beginning. Whereas Cauda Draconis, which comes in here so frequently, is the ending. So we see Caput Draconis coming in that ninth house. So to me, that indicates that there's something new. There's some new possibility opening up for you, either a new career or a new chapter in your career, or a promotion or something like that. But it involves kind of letting go of something else. There may be something that you consider to be, I'm really good at this, and if I take this position, I'm going to be using a different set of skills that I don't feel as comfortable with. It's necessary for you to grow. You need to grow into that and to move forward. Okay. As far as your relationship situation goes, we also see a missio there. Now that's in the seventh house of significant other or connection. Now that can also mean that there's an enemy out there, but a missio means loss, as I said. So this is, as relationships and health are a little bit tricky this month. I would concentrate on your career. If you're in a relationship right now, make sure that you're attending to that relationship and giving it the necessary attention. Otherwise, it may disappear from your life. If you're not in a relationship this month probably isn't going to be the best month for meeting somebody. If you do meet someone, they may be someone that you actually have a lot of attraction to, but there's actually sort of like a push-pull, like opposites attract kind of an energy to it. That is a very basic general reading for the energies this month. If you would like a more personalized reading, go ahead and sign up for my newsletter. There's a link somewhere around here. Sign up for my newsletter, and you can learn how to get a totally free personalized mini reading just for you. I hope you have a wonderful month.